Hey, what's up there, Starcraft 2 community? This is Zerent. Thought I'd just hop on some Starcraft 2 and cast a game or two. So, we are going to be watching a matchup on the map Metalopolis, and we're going to be looking at Nerchio, who is spawning as the blue Zerg on the top position of the map, versus Tarson spawning as the red Terran on the bottom of the map. So this should be an interesting matchup. Terran versus Zerg. I know I actually cast these matchups quite a lot, the Terran versus Zerg, so I apologize, but not much you can do about it. Hopefully that will change in the future though, as I start casting more. I'm starting to get quite a lot of views on my videos, especially when I leave them up for like a month or so. I've been getting like 200 views about, so that's pretty good to see. Very happy about that, and I apologize for my lack of creating videos once again. This will probably be the last time I'm gonna say sorry, because it ruins the little value of the replay just by like whining and saying like, oh, I'm so sorry all the time, you know. This will be the last time I'm gonna say it. But as for now, I just want to talk a little bit about what's happening with me. You know, not too much. My someone very special to me just moved away, and she's gonna be going to her college in Alabama. And I don't know if any of you know, but I live in Massachusetts, so that's like a 20+ hour drive. But you know, hopefully something will change. I think my family might actually be moving to Florida or something very soon, so I'll be maybe going down to school in Florida, or you know, I'm not really too sure. I'm going to UMass Lowell right now, so I might transfer into the University of Alabama, which is where that person's going. And now I don't want to get too much into it, but that's what I've been up to recently, just hanging out with her every day and whatnot before she leaves. But anyways, back onto the game. It does look like Tarson is getting up his barracks as well as his refinery with his 3 workers in there. And it does look like Nerchio has opted to go for a fast expansion, which is a wise decision, especially on the map Metalopolis with that pretty far rush distance, especially with the cross spawn. And it does look like he ended up getting his spawning pool before a extractor, so aren't going to be seeing speed links too early in the game, but hopefully we will be seeing a lair or the speedling upgrade very soon, as it's very good to get that map control. As we go back to Tarson's base, it does look like he is getting up his factory, and I am wondering if he's going to be getting a second gas, maybe to get a few upgrades or build another starport. If not, I feel like we're going to be seeing a fast expansion build, but as for now, it does look like Nerchio's Overlord is making his way down to the bottom of the map, and he looks like he's ending up right here, so he's going to be able to see the timing on his expo when Tarson does decide to move out. And it does look like these two are exchanging in a bit of a conversation right now. I believe they're from Poland, so they're probably talking Polish. And we do have a command center going down, so it looks like I was right. And I kind of like this block that Tarson is doing. I remember playing back in Brood War on fastest possible maps when I was just a little new playing. I remember blocking my my entrance with a bunch of command centers and just building up mass battle cruisers. So that was always fun. It does look like Tarson will be transitioning into Hellions though. I'm not too sure if he's going to be getting the blue flame. Maybe he'll switch the factory back over to this tech lab and get that upgrade. But as we do go back to Nerchio's base, it looks like he is getting a spine crawler, which isn't very necessary. He only has about like 1 marine out, so you know, maybe a waste of minerals, but you can never be too safe and everything. It does look like his queen timings are pretty good. He is being a little bit delayed on this queen, so gotta spread that larva, man. But it does look like he's getting nice saturation. He's continuing to produce those drones, which is exactly what he has to be doing. And it doesn't look like he is getting that metabolic boost, but he is keeping his drones on gas, so we will probably be seeing a lair upgrade as well as metabolic boost probably at the same time. Not too sure what he's doing. Oh, he actually does have Roach Warren, but it does look like Tarson is going to be coming in here with 2 Hellions, but those 2 queens will be able to fight him off, and those Hellions are forced to move back to his base. But it does look like 2 more Hellions are coming, so he has a total of 4 Hellions out on the map right now. Pre-igniter is being upgraded, just started a little bit ago, and it does look like Nerchio is getting that metabolic boost upgrade. Tarson is also opting to get a starport, so maybe we will see some Hellion drops in the main base, and he is finishing up that orbital command on his expo command center and whatnot, so lifting that up right now. It does look like he's going to be landing it onto his natural expansion. as we go back to Nerchio's base, not too much else is happening at his base. We do see a few more extractors coming up with 3 drones ready to get in there. That's what she said. Doesn't really make sense, but you know, whatever. Just go along with it, guys. You know, just have some fun. And it does look like he has his 3 drones in that extractor. And I don't know, I'm really hoping to see some infestor play, as it's been showing to be a very viable option against Terrans, especially when they go a mech army. And it's very good to stop those Hellion harassment. It does look like his metabolic boost is going to be finished soon, but the roaches are a nice addition to his army to keep those Hellions away from his mineral line, because I don't know, I was watching MLG for which one was it? MLG Anaheim, and pretty much every Terran was just opting for blue flamed Hellions, so I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of that in these matchups with the pros. It does look like the Hellions are maintaining their map control, just going around the map, seeing what they can get. Maybe pick off a few Zerglings or a creep tumor just like that, but that actually finishes in time. And the roaches are here to fight, and oh, Tarson has to run out of there with those Hellions. There we go. He does lose about 1, and Nerchio is getting up his expansion, which is definitely needed, as Tarson has been on his expansion for quite a while, but we do have a little chase up here, so it looks like a lot of roaches. Looks like Nerchio has just been building roaches constantly ever since he's seen those Hellions. So those Hellions are forced to go back, and there is a fully loaded medevac, so that's always nice to see. Luckily, he is getting those 2 bunkers up, and we might be seeing a push here from Nerchio. He is continuing to produce a lot of Zerglings and hopefully a lot of roaches to back it up. And I'm not too sure how Tarson is going to be able to hold up. The roaches are going to demolish those Hellions, but we'll see right now. Nerchio is going in. Looks like the Zerglings are going to try to get a good surround, but they can't really get one. Looks like the roaches are going to be fighting against that bunker, but the SCVs are extremely well placed, and they repaired that bunker. And Nerchio, oh, he had to target fire those SCVs, but he was taking so much damage from the blue flamed Hellions. And usually blue flamed Hellions just are horrible against roaches, but when the roaches have to target fire down this bunker, there's not much you can do as a Zerg player. You're going to have to either kill the SCVs or kill the bunker, but you can't really focus down the Hellions, so they're just doing that pesky little damage. It does look like Tarson is getting up another expansion, and he's also going in with a lot of Hellions, and Nerchio has nothing to defend from this, so it does look... Oh, he's going to be blasting away so many drones with that blue flame. Just shot after shot. Oh my god. Units kill tab. Where the heck is that right now? Units lost tab. Looks like 75 units lost so far. What is that tab with units killed? There we go, guys. Looks like 18 workers killed. I'm not too sure, guys. Sorry, I don't really cast too much. I feel like I'm just doing an awful job right now, but whatever. So it does look both players are pretty even with the units, the workers killed, but I feel like Tarson was able to go ahead with that, and he is also getting that expansion up, so this will be a 3-base versus 3-base, so Tarson did a really good job holding that off, and though he did lose a bunch of SCVs while they were repairing this bunker, he was able to just get right back in the game by using the speed of those Hellions up into Nerchio's base, and it does look like his expansion is finally finished, so he's going to have to lift that off soon and place it right there. Get that Overlord out of the way, Nerchio, so he's doing a good job. But let's look at Tarson's base for just a little bit. And he also has a drop right here, so the Marines and Marauders are both going in, going to focus down that Queen in, hopefully a Spine Crawler, and then the Hatchery, and it looks like, Tarson might be able to take down this Expo, but no, the Roaches are going to be up here, and they're going to force the lift up into those medevacs, but that was very good damage. Stopped the mining for quite a bit and killed the Queen. I actually would have liked if he did take out that Hatchery, though, but as we look at Tarson's base for just a little bit, oh, poor little Overseer is going to go down. We see that he's transitioning nicely into a nice Marine Marauder build composition, which was pretty nice because as Nerchio was seeing that build before, he was just thinking, oh, Hellions, I'll just counter that with Roaches, which is a very good counter to them. But as you can see, very smart player. Tarson has transitioned into a lot of Marauders and Marines, which will just demolish all of those Roaches. But he is getting Infestors out. Does he have any Spire or anything? Because I feel like that's going to be very helpful to have those Mutalisks out. But it does look like he did see this drop. Wow, so this drop will probably fail, and these roaches are ready to intercept that drop right now. As we go back to this drop, it might be looking like he's looking for a dual drop, and that would be very fantastic, especially... Oh, I just wish he would drop him right now, just right in this mineral line. I guess he does have Zerglings there, but they are running away. Oh, and his main army is right there, so this drop won't do too much damage, especially with that fungal growth, so the units can't go away. But at least he is able to save at least one medevac, maybe another one if he does decide to get that out of there. But it does look like this drop was thwarted away, so... The drops weren't too successful right now, but they bought him time to get this expansion up. And it does look like Nerchio is going to be moving out across the map with a pretty mean-looking army. He's got quite a lot of infestors, a lot of Zerglings, and a lot of roaches, while Tarson does actually have a lot to defend. But with the infestors, that's just going to bring those hit points of every single unit down very, very much. And I'm not too sure if Tarson's going to be able to hold this off. This bunker will be going down. That would have been very helpful, but kind of nice spread right there, but his units did clump up in the end. So as you can see, fungal growth is doing massive damage right there, and I don't think Tarson is going to be able to hold off. Spewing out some infested Terrans right now, and Tarson is forced to retreat his army back to there, but I think the damage has been done, and I don't really see Tarson coming back from this. Does look like during this attack, Nerchio has gained another expansion, and what I like about this is he's not overextending himself. He's not getting too cocky or anything. He's playing it safe. He wants to win this game, and he is backing out from there. He did kill a lot of SCVs, I believe. 37 workers killed now for him from that, I believe, around 20 before. So that was some very good damage, and he's reinforcing his army right there. One thing I would like to see, though, is a Baneling's nest. Where is that? And I do like these roaches right there that he has, just to stop any drops that they do come. And it does look like Nerchio is going to be making another attack, forcing another liftoff. He's going to be able to pick off a few units right here, but did waste some time there. Maybe he didn't use an attack move, but it does look like Tarson is forced to fight. Those are so many infestors with fungal growth, but very few of them have fungal growth, but some reinforcing ones do. He's just going to be able to fungal growth Tarson's army a whole lot because they were just clumped up. And Tarson does look like he's going to be losing this game. Spewing some more infested Terrans to use up their energy. And Nerchio is feeling pretty confident right now, but he is losing a lot of his army. But production shows about 40 Zerglings being made and probably running right down to the base. And Tarson just has no mining anywhere else. So I think Nerchio will come out with a victory. But as I was talking before, like he's doing now, I like how he's not overextending himself too much. Yeah, he maybe did right there, but it's not a big loss, especially since he stopped the mining at this expansion. But you do see another group of units ready to attack. And like I was saying before, Banelings definitely would be a nice unit to have in here. I feel like this little Marine Marauder Ball will be able to do some good damage to those Speedlings, but the fungal growth is just devastating. You got to get those ghosts for the EMP on those infestors, and it does look like this might be the final attack for Nerchio. And all Tarson has left is those medevacs. And I really don't see Tarson coming back from this. He did do a lot of good damage in the beginning, but Nerchio had some persistent attacks, and Tarson finally GG's out of there. So that was a pretty good game. Nice action, especially down here, right here, and over here. So pretty good game to cast, and I apologize for that time where I was just searching through this menu. Barely cast games, guys, but as I go, I'll learn them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll cast another one. We'll see how I'm feeling right now. I do have a little sore throat, but thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll see you guys later.